first started this industry, I remember I followed every single person, every single leader that I could find on Instagram. And I made sure I was watching their stories. Because every time I was on the couch feeling like not doing anything, I would pick up my phone and see Mr. Banks doing 25 Zoom calls and a tour. And I'd be like, wow, I need to get up. I need to get up. Also, guys, I'm going to do a giveaway as well. So for those of you who do follow me on Instagram tonight that are new, I'm going to be choosing about 3 to 5 people to send some money to, just as gratitude to give back to just the people on this call who are taking in this information. So I'm going to pick 3 to 5 people that follow me on Instagram. I'll put it in the chat again. And I will be messaging you and sending you some surprise money just to give back, because this company and God has blessed me with the financial gains that I've had, so it's only right to give back. Only right to give back. All right. So guys, let's get this thing started here. Okay, let's get this thing started. So I'd like to introduce myself. For those of you who have never had the pleasure to meet yet, my name is ALYSHA now, right? Changed my last name. It used to be Alicia Bush, changed it to ALYSHA 𝐒𝐓𝐿𝐴. That's a whole different story. But where I started, so about almost 3 years ago, guys, these pictures right here, I was working at a restaurant making $7.50 an hour plus tips, right? I know a lot of you guys on here have probably worked in the restaurant industry. I know a lot of you probably have jobs right now, maybe that you're not too fond of, maybe that you are fond of, maybe you just want more money, right? But my reality 3 years ago was working at a restaurant. And in the middle picture, I was working as a statistics manager for a professional basketball team. I was making about $8 an hour, right? Getting paid for my time. Then on the other side, I was actually, I was a student athlete. So I was a student athlete in college, and I did well. I was able to make the Olympic trials. I was a Division I athlete, and I had a great career. But guys, what happened here was how I got into this industry. I was an athlete in college, right? I graduated, and then I felt very lost because I felt, okay, what do I do now, right? What is my passion? What is my purpose besides this sport, right? And it took me 6 months. 6 months I was partying. I was just figuring it out, just partying, really partying a lot, and not really going nowhere fast, working a lot of jobs that weren't really paying my bills that easily. And what happened was I actually met a guy who I was, tending to at this restaurant, and he got my Snapchat, and he was posting charts all the time, right? Posting charts all the time. And I had been reading this book, which you all know, I'm sure, called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. When I read that book, it opened my mind up to other forms of investment. And after I read that book, I then, asked him about what the charts were, and he invited me to a meeting. So I went to a meeting at a penthouse. Cash the Great was there, Chairman 100, right? Emory and Darwin were there. And they did a presentation for me. And I understood the information, and I said yes, right? I said yes. And I got into the opportunity. So at first, guys, I was just trading. I was just learning from, the 𝐂𝐀𝐀, Christopher Derrick, one of the top educators, and I was learning his strategy, and I was making some good profit, right? And mind you, when I got into this industry, I was living with 2 girls who didn't believe in what I was doing. They told me it was a scam. They told me it wasn't going to work. My own friends, right? My own friends did not believe one single bit. And the crazy thing is they didn't even ask information about what I was doing, right? This is one of my favorite quotes, guys. The highest form of ignorance is hating on something you know nothing about. Let me say that again. The highest form of ignorance is hating on something that you know nothing about. So if someone's hating on you for this industry, and they know nothing about it, they've never done their research on what trading is, or that it's the largest financial market in the world, and it's already being traded, your money's being traded in the banks, right? then they're just ignorant, very, very highly ignorant, right? So I remember going through that hard time. I remember my parents not telling me it was going to work. Fast forward, just so you guys know, my mom used to tell me every day that this was not going to work, right? It's too risky. We've tried stock investments. It's not sustainable. And they told me that. And I remember feeling discouraged at first, but I also remember focusing on the people that had what I wanted instead of focusing on the people who didn't have what I wanted. So I had to put on my tunnel vision and really go for it, right? And guess what? 2 years later, I took my mom on a dream trip, right? I made enough money to the point where I took her on a helicopter ride, took her shopping, massage, right? Type a fire in the chat if you want to take your mom on a dream trip. If you want to call your mom and be like, yo, mom, I'm flying you out to the Bahamas. We're going to go on a yacht. We're going to have champagne. We're going to go shopping. We're going to do all these things. Look at all these fire emojis. Guys, this is a reality. This is going to happen. I'm telling you, 3 years ago, I was telling myself, look, mom, I love you. I understand you don't believe in this, but one day I'm going to take you on a dream trip. I could cry. I could cry talking about this because it happened. It really happened. It really happened. You have to set your eyes on this. You just have to set your eyes on it, put tunnel vision on, and just do it. Just do it, right? They will doubt you. People will doubt you until you make it happen, until you show the proof. So you have to put your head down. So took her on a dream trip, and guess what? Now she and my dad actually are learning to trade, and they text me every day saying they made $50+ trading. They just started trading like a month ago. They make $50+ trading a day together, compounding their account 5% minimum per day. These products work. Guys, if you're not using the products, hello, hi, what are you doing? Yo, these products are crazy. Look, go live, binary options. Binary options is my favorite, guys. I make 5% minimum per day trading. Every morning, Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. As a chairman 25, I'm trading, right? Every single Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. Making 5% per day. What's your excuse, right? You guys all are going to be able to do this. Every single one of you can do the same thing, right? Every single one of you can. So back to my story, fast forward. I'm going to say like my journey was very intense. Very rewarding, very rewarding. I was the first female to hit chairman out of 30,000 in the organization. So I did acquire a lot of knowledge when it comes to, being a woman in a male dominated industry, which I will talk about a bit, but it was amazing. It was amazing. And then about a year later, hit chairman 25, currently chairman 25, pushing for chairman 50. Very soon here. So that's where I'm at, guys. I have teams all over internationally. Shout out if you are on my personal team. I love you guys. Thank you guys. I owe it to you. I owe it to God. And just for if you're not on my team, it doesn't matter. We're all family, right? Bless you guys all. And I really want to talk about something, guys. This is just on my heart. We're all dealing with spiritual warfare right now. Right? We're all dealing with spiritual warfare. I want you guys to understand, even if you're not extremely religious, it doesn't matter what religion that you are, what religion you have right now. But I would say that we all can agree that there's something higher out there, right? I personally believe in very close, and I am very close, have a close relationship with God. But I want you to understand that things like fear, things like depression, things like low self-esteem, things like anxiety, things like negative self-talk, that comes from the devil, like negative, that comes from negativity. That's negative. That's negative energy and the devil attacking you. That doesn't come from the higher spirit. That doesn't come from God. Right? So when these things are coming to your head, when these things that I'm never going to go chairman because I don't know how to talk in front of people. I'm not going to go chairman because I have low self-confidence. I'm not going to go chairman because I grew up in poverty. Whatever it is, that is the devil. That is negative entities, and that is not you. That is not you. You have to rebuke that. You have to use your words to rebuke certain things, right? For me, in my relationship with God, I always, whenever I have thoughts come in my head of, you know, you're not going to be able to see. Right now I'm pursuing acting. So thank God this industry has given me the time freedom, the income to literally move to LA, then move to Atlanta and be able to pursue acting full time. It's crazy. Like whatever dreams you guys have, this right here will give you the means to make your dreams come true. Guys, I remember when I was on stage, not on stage, my first convention, I heard Christopher Terry say this. I heard Christopher Terry, he said, if you're not looking up and saying thank you, you're in the wrong company. And when he said that, I realized I was in the right company, right? He said, if you're not looking up and saying thank you, then you're in the wrong company. And I knew I was in a company that was anointed by God, right? We're all like-minded, light, spiritual beings that are coming together to make a positive impact on this world and to improve yourself. I know for a fact that every single one of you on this call, you have been spiritually attracted to this opportunity because your spirit needs this. Your soul needs this. You're ready to level up and be enlightened. I'm telling you, if you go out in the real world, outside of our beautiful I Am Mastery Academy bubble, it's hard to find people who are or as positive and as light and as helping and caring as us. We are a whole different breed. We're a different breed, guys. But my prayer for you tonight is, if the devil has been trying to attack you, attack your thoughts, attack your mood, your finances, just know that I rebuke that. Right? We rebuke that. We have power in our words. We have power in prayer. We have power in positive thinking. And we rebuke anything that does not come from the higher spirit. Okay? It's not allowed around you. It's not allowed around you at all. Okay? Rebuke the spirit of fear. I rebuke the spirit of low self-esteem. I rebuke the spirit of depression. It is not meant for you. That is not why you're on this earth. That is not why you're on this earth. Rebuke that right now. If you feel that is not welcome, it is not welcome anymore. Goodbye, right? Gone. Every single one of you on this call listening to my words, understand the devil will attack your words. Okay? The devil will attack your words. He will attack your time. Two things. The devil will attack your words and your time. And I'm saying, if you're religion-wise, if you don't believe in the devil, it's okay. I'm talking about negative energy. For me, it is the devil, but negative energy, things that are not meant to be occupying your spirit, right? You want to rebuke that. Because there's power. We have the power to rebuke that, right? It's spiritual warfare. So I do pray for all of you guys on this call tonight that anything that's trying to disturb your peace will be broken. Any chains will be broken. Any generational curses that you might have on you and your family will be broken. It is not welcome, right? Everyone, I want you to close your eyes. Look, I can see you. I can't see you, but I can see you. Close your eyes. Okay? I want you to breathe. I want you to repeat after me. I am powerful. Use your words. If you're saying this in your mouth, it's not as powerful. Say it out loud. I am powerful. I rebuke the spirit of depression. I rebuke the spirit of low self-esteem. I rebuke the spirit of poverty. I rebuke the spirit of sickness. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am abundant. I am Chairman 10. That's what we need to hear, right? That's what we need tonight. So now that we've really set the tone, right? Set the tone for tonight. I'm just sending as much positivity as I can, guys. Prayer works. I'm telling you guys, prayer works. It really does. I pray all day. I pray all the time. I pray when I wake up. I pray when I have doubts come in. And fear is the number one tactic of the negative energy of the universe, of the devil. It's the number one tactic is fear. I was listening to Will Smith today on YouTube, and he said fear is something that you need to face every day. You need to realize where fear is in your life and attack it every day. whether it's your fear of going live on Instagram because you're afraid of what people are going to think of you if you open your mouth and speak of this opportunity. Fear of your friends thinking of you a certain way if you try to present them this opportunity, right? Fear. He said fear is tricky, right? Fear is lies, because fear will tell you that if you're a dude, right? If you're a dude, fear will tell you, no, don't, if a pretty girl walks by, right? No, don't talk to her, right? Don't open your mouth and talk to her and tell her that she's beautiful, because the way to get her is to just lay back and ignore her. That's what fear will tell you. Fear is lies. Fear is lies. It's not real. So we need to understand that fear is false evidence appearing real. Thank you, Sherlyn, for putting that in there. So I think that the biggest thing, guys, is like the basis of being having super speed, attracting people into your business and your life, and really like, you know, rolling it fast in this business is controlling fear. It's rebuking negative thoughts, energy, and any kind of attack from a negative spirit, right? You have power. You have power. You are powerful. You are more powerful than any negative entity that's coming after you, I promise. More powerful than that. Way more powerful. And here's the problem. If we don't claim our power, this is where we mess up. We don't believe that we have the power over negative entities. When God told us we have the power over every negative entity in the world. We are more powerful than every single negative energy, every demon, every devil, anything that's coming at us, we have the power over. So just know that you are powerful, you're a warrior, and you can literally right? All the negativity. So, okay, now going forward into the training, guys, I'm actually going to say, probably not even going to, this is kind of this training is great, but I'm going to talk to you guys more. So let me just close this up really quick. There's a few things I want to talk about. Pause, share, resume share, new share, stop share. Okay, we're just going to keep this up because actually I don't know how to stop the share. You think I would know this in September 25, but this corporate Zoom is a little different. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go back one. All right, whatever. We're going to talk about this. Okay, so I know there's a lot of newer family members on this call, right? When I first started, these are some things that I really had to focus on in order to catapult my life to that next level, right? The first thing I had to do in order to catapult my life and go from making $750 an hour to $7,000 a week. Guys, imagine making $7,000 a week. Imagine making $10,000 a month. You have to be excited about it coming. You got to be excited about it coming because it's coming. It's going to come faster for you than it probably did for me. I'm telling you, with all the stuff that we have now in this company, all of the products, all of the tools, we're going to impact and enrich 1 million lives this year. 1 million lives. We're going to impact and enrich 1 million lives this year. Okay. So what I did is I had to make a decision, because here's the thing. You cannot be 1 foot in and 1 foot out with this. You have to decide that you fully believe in this industry, right? You have to decide that you're going to go all in, right? You can't maybe want to trade one week and then maybe you don't believe trading is going to work the next week. And you have to make a decision to be all in, right? There was a time, actually, the first couple months that I was in this, guys, I didn't decide to go all in. I was very half in, half out, and it reflected in my results. I wasn't seeing too much results the first couple months because I was still partying all the time. I was still doing the stuff the old me did, and I wasn't really going forth with the full force with what I wanted to do. So I had to decide, okay, I'm going to make a decision to make this industry one of the top priorities in my life. I literally made it the top priority in my life. And guys, I read this book. It really changed everything for me. It said there was a very successful corporate CEO. And what he used to do to his employees is he would sit them down and he would say, everyone, the essence of the proactive person is the ability to put your impulse below your value. Let me break that down, okay? Which meaning he meant everyone, in order to be a highly effective person, you must be able to submit your impulses to your values every time you make a decision. So what does that mean? Your values are more important than your impulses. So when it comes to making decisions, you have to have your list of values and you have to make a decision based off of your values at all times. So for example, what I did, I had to sit down with myself and say, what are my values? 1 through 10, 1 through 6, whatever you want to do. Number 1, God. That was me, right? Number 1 was God, my spiritual relationship with God. Number 2, family. Okay, writing it down right now. Number 3, it was I am. I'm not gonna lie, I had to sacrifice some things. I had to sacrifice my fitness at one point, some other things I like to do, because I understood that if I didn't gain the financial freedom that I needed, I wouldn't be able to fully go all in on the things that I loved. Like, there's no way. Look, I've always wanted to be a famous actress. That's been my dream since I was little. And I saw this as a vehicle to get me there. I didn't want to go to LA and be a starving actress. I didn't want to go out there broke as a joke and try to audition and get these, roles and depend on the money I'm making from acting. So I made the decision to go all in with this so that I could be financially stable and do the things I love because I love them, right? So yes, I had to sacrifice the things I loved in the beginning, but the quote, right? You have to sacrifice some things that you love right now so that later the things you love don't have to be your sacrifice, right? Only a couple years. It was only a couple years for me to really sacrifice some things so that I could get to where I need to be, so that I can really focus on those things again. Right now, I moved to LA with making $10,000 a month. Now I'm in Atlanta. I have a place in Atlanta and Los Angeles, and I'm doing auditions, I'm doing casting, all these things, making $25,000 a month. Do you think I care if I make money off acting right now? I don't. I'm doing it because I love it, right? Whatever you like to do, you can do it through this. Right. And maybe find that this industry is what you 100% only like to do. And I've seen that too. I love it. Impacting lives to this platform. This is something I will 100% do to the day that I die. Right. I'm going to be in I am going hard until the day that I die. Or yeah, till the day that I die. Right. So this company is just life changing. So decision wise, guys, write down your values. Look, write down your values. God, family. 3rd for me was I am at the time. 4, friends. 5, maybe it's working out, health, I did have to sacrifice some health for a while. I couldn't be as healthy as possible. I was touring, I was eating cheaper food, I was saving money, but now we eating good, right? Now we're drinking water out of glass bottles. Now I'm shopping at Whole Foods every day. It's different, right? It's different now. But at first, I remember eating some not so good food all the time. But when it comes to making decisions now you will have inner turmoil. What is inner turmoil? When you feel like you just feel guilty, you don't feel good inside. Inner turmoil comes when you're not living according to your values. So for example, if you say that God is your number 1 priority, and you go out on Saturday night and you don't wake up for your church, you feel kind of bad. You're like, dang, God is my number 1 priority. Yet I put fun, which is probably number 10 on your list, in front of God. How does that feel, right? Doesn't make you feel good. Doesn't make you feel like you're living aligned with your purpose. And, if you let's say you put family above friends. In your values list, you put family above friends, right? Now, what happens when your brother calls you or your mom calls you and they say, I would love to spend some time with you this Saturday. And you say, yes, mom. Yes, brother. Okay. And then later on, a couple days later, your friends call you, yo, look, there's this crazy party and we want to link up with you and it's on Saturday. Let's do it. And then you, being impulsive, say yes to the party rather than committing and staying committed to your values, which is your family. And then you go to the party, guess what's going to happen? Your family feels sad. Dang, I'm not that important to her. But you say that your family is the most important. That's not living aligned with your values. And I'm speaking from experience because I used to be like that. I used to say God's first. I used to say, you know, my family's first, but I'd be ditching my family for parties. I'd be not waking up for church, right? Right? Sorry, I was reading a comment. So like, that's exactly, guys, it's exactly what we really, really need to do is we need to live according to our values so we don't have any inner turmoil, right? No inner turmoil. So I really urge you guys, make that list, right? And really live according to those values. You're going to feel a lot better. Now, next thing you want to do when you first start is burn the bridges that lead you back to your average life. Okay. Burn the bridges that lead you back to your average life. This is very simple. Friends that are toxic, friends that are only calling you to go out, friends that are, this is one thing. Okay. Let's get real here. Make a list of the people that are in your life right now that you hang out with. I want you to start taking note on how you feel when you're done hanging out with that person. Let me say that again. Make a list of people in your life. How do you feel after hanging out with those people, each individual? Do you feel like you got better? Do you feel like you skipped out on some things you were supposed to do because you were spending time with this person? Do you feel drained? This is indicators. These are indicators on the kind of people you need to keep in your life. These are the indicators, right? How do you feel after spending time with someone? Take note. If you don't feel good, if you don't feel like you progressed, if you don't feel like you've gotten better, if you don't feel, relieved and so on, then you should probably, release them from your life. Love them from a distance. Okay. Maybe bad habits. Here's one thing. I used to have a bad habit of sleeping in. When I was in that 6-month period of working jobs, I used to have bad habit of sleeping in all the time. So what I did was I found myself a accountability workout partner when I was working these jobs. And I said, yo, we're going to wake up at 7 a.m. every day and go for a jog. Okay. And so I had that accountability partner that was making sure that I woke up at 7 a.m., right, to go for a run. So do that, change your habits. The next thing is lifestyle changes, right? Lifestyle changes. So what I did is I did a 90-day cleanse. Christopher Derrick is one dude who's really, really changed my life, right? He's obviously one of the top educators in this company, Chairman 25, my mentor, one of my mentors. And he told me to jumpstart your career in this industry to do a 90-day cleanse. And what I did was I cut out alcohol, I cut out partying, I cut out toxic people. I focused on meditation. I focused on, personal development and all these things for 90 days. And I committed to it. And that jump-started my entire career. It really, really helped me. So if you guys want to do that, do a 90-day run, 90-day cleanse where you're cutting out everything toxic you possibly can and you're going for it. Okay. Next thing is you want to evaluate yourself. Like really take the time to sit down and evaluate, what do you love about yourself and what do you feel like you need to work on? What do you love about yourself? What do you feel like you need to work on? How can you get better? There's things I had to get better at. I was a procrastinator, I would let things pile up. And then have you ever had so much to do, you just freak out and do nothing? So much to do, you just freak out, do nothing. Paralyzed, you're just piling up. That happened to me all the time, right? So much stuff, right? Everyone's saying, yes, I did, me too. It's true. So I had to get better at that. And how I would make sure that, you know, all those little tasks that I didn't want to do, like, you know, maybe fixing a little dent in my car, maybe paying a bill, whatever it is, right? I had to make sure that I would do this thing where I'd say 3, 2, 1, do it now. 3, 2, 1, do it now. I trained my brain to stop procrastinating things, and it's 3, 2, 1, just get it done. Just get it done. Just get it done. Those are things that you have to train yourself to do. And the last thing, guys, is tunnel vision. So I would listen to people who had what I wanted, right? I would listen to people who had what I wanted, and I had to learn how to deal with social rejection from ignorant people. You don't want everyone's approval. You do not want everyone's approval. You don't need everyone's approval. Okay, 20% of people that you come across are going to be extremely negative. Extremely negative. There's nothing you can do to change their mind, and you actually don't even want to bring them into your team because they're going to continue to be toxic, and it's not meant for you, not meant for them. So you want to make sure you have tunnel vision and listen to people who have what you want. Focus on the people who have what you want, not behind you, right? Not behind you. People are like elevators. They will either take you up or take you down. People are like elevators. They'll take you up or take you down. There's no stagnation. It's just up or down. What are they doing to you? Is that okay? Is it okay what they're doing to you? Right? So these are some things that when I first started that really helped me, right? Now, yeah. So now I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. Whew, now I figured out how to do it. Okay. So we're going to really talk about how to start branding yourself. So basically, when I first started, I had a group of friends that all of them did not want to join. And I'm going to give you guys, you know what, I'm going to give you guys some raw information, some just straightforward raw information that you guys need to hear that will literally simply just take you to the top. Okay, this is it. You need to be consistent with your trading. Number one, if you have a planner, put it in your planner. This is just straight black and white stuff. You need to pick a path. Pick binary options, Forex, crypto, or e-commerce. Pick one. Pick one of them, okay? You got to pick one. You have to profit off the products. You got to, okay? If you're struggling to build, it's because you haven't even taken the time to be patient to profit off of our products. Okay, there's a whole different level of belief that you have when telling your friends about this, when you're actually making money. So watch Matthew Thayer, okay? Christian Lopez, he's on Monday through Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern time. I've watched him for a while now, and I've actually learned his strategy. And that's a great suggestion that I have. I'm promoting him. You know, Christian Lopez, binary options. You guys need to get a planner. You need to commit 3 to 4 days of your week for an hour, profiting off our products, profiting off of the Go Live sessions. That's just the most rational first step I could even tell you. Okay, if you can't even do that, building is going to be hard. You can't build it if you don't even believe in the products. It's all about belief. It's about belief in our industry. It's about belief in these products. Guys, I have a shot. If Info's on this call, Lola, I have this London team, you know, Naomi, Nomi. The team in London that we have is MMO London. They're on binary option sessions Monday through Thursday, and with Christian Lopez, and they've been making 5% per session minimum increase on their account. People, no income claims. People are going to be looking at, from $500 to $190,000 in their trading account in the next 7 to 9 months. It's crazy. So if we're trying to figure out how to build here, we got to be consistent with these products. There's no excuse. Figure out which educator you want to follow them. Here's the thing. If you don't follow an educator consistently, you're going to end up hopping on a session and maybe losing. And then you're like, man, I don't want to stay on this. I don't want to, go on the session tomorrow because I lost some money. And you decide to not go on the sessions for the next 2 days. But then the next time you get on a session, you lose money because you chose the wrong session again, right? here's the thing is these traders that we have, they're not 100% perfect all the time. No one is. No trader out there is 100% perfect. So you need to be consistently following through the losses and through the wins, because they might lose 5% for one day, but they're going to win 15% the next session. So step one, write this down. To be successful in this industry, step one, pick a path. Pick a path. Pick an educator. Follow them consistently over time. There's no microwave success in this. Like I'm telling you, it's consistency. There's no microwave success. If you haven't made a withdrawal trading, you need to. You need to make a withdrawal. Oh, I don't know how to open a broker account. Google it. I'm a big believer in pushing to figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Right? I had no acting experience. I wanted to become a famous actress. What'd I do? Google. Figured it out. Met a dude, and I was like, he's an actor. Can I do private lessons? Today what I did, you know what I did acting wise? Texted my acting coach, hey, can I buy you lunch? Can I pick your brain? I picked his brain for 3 hours, just picking his brain, taking notes, right? It's just like this industry. If you don't know, figure it out. Figure out who can you connect with to pick their brain to figure out how to start profiting every day. Can you be consistent? Look, the problem is not this platform. Sometimes the problem is us, right? It's our inconsistency. It's our low belief level. So this is what step one is consistent. Step two, you got to brand yourself more. When you brand, look, it's all about becoming a higher frequency, higher level version of yourself. So that comes with rebuking negative energy out of your life, changing bad habits. Like this industry is going to force you to become the best version of yourself. Now, when you start doing that, once you start profiting off the services, you're going to feel good because you're making progress. Boom. Then guess what you do? You then start reading. Look, I think I'm playing. Sorry, guys. Read. This is like a 1/8 of my bookshelf that I used to have. Used to have a lot more because I just moved to Atlanta. I couldn't take a lot, but Outwitting the Devil, the 21 Indispensable Qualities of a Leader by John C. Maxwell. All these books I've read, guys. What is this? Get in there. Get in. Leadership 101. Look, you know what I did when I was stuck at a platinum 2000 level? I ordered every single book by John C. Maxwell on leadership on Amazon. Ordered every single one, and I read them. That's what took me to P5K, by the way. David Meach's book, Influence, the psychology of influence. This is all just available for you on freaking Amazon and eBay. You gotta just buy the book and read it. Read 10 pages a day, consistency. Read 10 pages a day. Let me tell you something. When I was little, I went to the dentist and it was almost Halloween time. And I remember him talking to my mom and I was eavesdropping on this conversation and my dentist said, Halloween's coming up and I have some advice for you and your daughter. He said, I would rather have her eat all of the Halloween candy in one night than eat a piece or two of candy every day for the next couple months. Think about that. I was like, why? Why would the dentist want me to eat all the Halloween candy I get in one night rather than a little bit of candy every day? And it made sense to me like last year, right? I just remembered, I was like, wow, why? It's because if you eat a piece of candy or a couple pieces of candy every day, you're going to get cavities. You're going to get so many, your teeth are going to rot over time. If you just eat all the candy in one night, you might feel sick for a night, but you'll be fine. After that, candy's done. Your teeth aren't going to have that much damage. It's consistency that gets you, right? So we want to have good cavities. We want to do 10 pages a day. The Bible says renew your mind daily, right? Because there's negative spirits, there's negative energy that's trying to attack us daily. So we need to renew our minds daily. Consistency with trading, a little bit every day, working out a little bit every day, right? Think about this, right? If you work out for half an hour to an hour a day, every day for a year, how do you think your body's going to look at the end of the year? How different would it look at the end of the year compared to if you didn't? How different would it look? Now, let me ask you, how is your bank account going to look if you are on every Zoom call, if you're on every Go Live call for every day for the next year? How will your bank account look? It's the same thing with the physical side. It's just like this, right? It's going to look totally different. Consistency, consistency, consistency. So that's the next step, is after you see those profits, guys, you need to start developing yourself. I'm really trying to train you for long-term success. We're not doing no microwave popcorn in here. Nah, none of that. We are doing slow cooked, hearty, healthy meal that's going to feed us forever. We're, really, really going for it here. So with that being said, now you can start elevating yourself, start reading consistently every day, and start putting in the work to brand yourself on social media. It is work to brand yourself on social media. Why brand yourself on social media? Why is it important? It's because, do you know how many millions of people that you can actually reach out to through this platform, through social media? I had 2,000 followers on Instagram when I first started. Now I have like 56,000 followers. And I built my following organically. It's not about the followers, it's about the connections. I've gotten almost everyone from my team has been through social media, has been through Instagram, documenting your process. Look, all you got to do, guys, is document your process. Document what you're doing. When you're trading, when you're doing a Forex call, binary, crypto, boom, record. Become a walking vlogger. You're going to become a vlogger. You need to be comfortable with vlogging your life. Instagram stories is very key, right? Vlog everything that you do. YouTube, make YouTube videos. You can get so many people to see, right? Get attention. Look, attention is the new currency. That's why people say pay attention. Attention is the new currency. That's why people pay attention, right? So we need to get attention to you, right? Attention. It's not that you're even getting attention for yourself. You're getting attention to help people. It's your duty to get people's attention, because the way that this is changing your life, it's going to change other people's life as well, right? Now, I could go very, very, very in depth on how to prospect, how to brand yourself and everything like that. But that would take hours and hours and hours. But I will be uploading on YouTube probably YouTube here very soon, some in-depth trainings on all of that very soon here. So make sure to add me on Instagram so that you can actually see it on my YouTube channel, because I'm literally going to be doing that very soon here, because I know all of you guys want that information. So I sent you guys in the chat right now is my Instagram. So follow me to make sure that you're posted on, like, I'm going to be putting out these YouTube videos, in-depth trainings. But yeah, now guys, I actually want to take a couple questions just from the chat. I'm going to choose a few questions. So I'll give you guys a moment. Any question, because I understand, like, you guys have questions on your heart that you need answered. And I would love to answer questions that you have. So please type in the chat any questions that you might have. Boom, surprise questions. Okay, wow, this is great. Got a lot of them. How do you intentionally, okay, let me look. Okay, here's some good questions. So, biggest tip for leaders trying to make the jump from 2K to 5K. I love that question. I'm going to answer that one first. So, if you are a Platinum 2000, congratulations if you're a Platinum 2000. That's huge. That's a huge, huge, huge breakthrough. I remember when I was a Platinum 2000, it was the biggest jump for me to go from Platinum 2000 to Platinum 5000. The reason why I was stuck, I felt like, don't ever say you're stuck, okay? It's always you're placed there for a certain amount of time because you need to learn a lesson. It's all God's timing. So as a Platinum 2000, I realized that it was an ALYSHA show, okay? It was an ALYSHA show. And when I was Platinum 2000, it was all on me. It was all the attention on me. And I realized I was doing everything for everyone. But in this industry, you need to empower your leaders and you need to put them in the forefront, right? Put them in the forefront. I was putting more energy into becoming the face of my organization rather than developing new leaders. Now, remember when I told you guys that I ordered every single book I could from John C. Maxwell about leadership, and I read them? That's what took me to Platinum 5000, right? To Platinum 5000. And it was because I had to learn, look, it's not about me. It's about getting everyone to get on my level. If you don't have anyone that can do what you can do in your organization, then you don't have leaders yet. Like if I asked you right now, is there someone on your team that can do exactly what you can do? Can really, really be the leader that you are? And if you say no to that, then we have to keep developing leaders. How do you develop leaders, right? You grab them by the arm, you teach them everything that you know. You connect them with high-level influential people. You make sure they're included, right? You push them to start teaching other people what they know. You put them in positions to grow. I remember when I was a Platinum 2000, Cash and Emery made me open up for Alex Morton at an event with 500 people. I was so nervous, but I was like, let's do it, you know? It's a growing opportunity. But yeah, guys, that's the biggest thing is you need to focus more on getting your team to events, getting your team on these calls, putting your team in the forefront in order to get to Platinum 5000, because you will get burnt out doing it all alone. Okay. What do you do to get over imposter syndrome? Feeling judged by your warm market before you even prospect them? How do you get over feeling like you have no influence? Yes. Beautiful. I think this is important because I feel like people who are joining brand new, this is new, right? This is what a lot of people struggle with. So when you are dealing with people like your warm market, first of all, let me just tell you, my warm market, none of my warm market, except for one individual who's actually a Chairman 10 right now in Czech Republic, 𝐂𝐇𝐀𝐍𝐶. He's the only person who joined my team that was in my warm market. Everyone else, all my friends, none of them joined. This is going to expand your market. Here's the thing. We need to start expanding our network every day. Professionals expand their network every single day. That's what we do, right? We expand our network every single day. So with that being said, I wouldn't even go, like a lot of the times your warm market, you can reach out to them. You have to be tunnel vision and understand if they're judging you, it's because they haven't done the research. And that's a high form of ignorance. So you can walk in the confidence knowing that you are well-versed, you are well-educated, you know what this company has to offer, you've seen the results. That's all you need, right? Now, so you can kind of just be okay with them judging because they're just judging out of ignorance. Next thing is you need to focus on networking with people that you don't know, that people that are, that don't know the old you, they're people who are more open-minded and willing to listen to what you have to say, build new relationships. Guys, take the pressure off yourself. I don't prospect. I just make friends. All you got to do is make friends. People feel so much pressure because they're like, I gotta go prospect. It's like you feel like you have to go out with a Forex sign and be like, join Forex. First of all, don't say join Forex. You don't join Forex. Don't say that. But people feel like they have to do that, and that's not the case. All you have to do is get results from the products. Be consistent with trading. Get results. It's proof in the pudding at that point. You don't have to feel insecure because you know it works, right? Next step, read. Tap into every single Zoom call, stay by the fire, learn new information, elevate your mindset, right? Next step, document the entire journey. Last thing, make as many friends as possible. Be outside, right? We call it be outside. Be outside. Go out to every networking event you can. Go on Clubhouse. I see people going on Clubhouse or typing in the chat Clubhouse. Do you know how Yo, Clubhouse, it's an opportunity for you to just talk to as many people as you possibly want all day that you don't even know. Making friends, making conversations. If you feel like you have no friend, like you don't know how to make friends, just read books on it. How to Win Friends and Influence People is a really, really good book to read. How to Win Friends and Influence People is a great book to read, okay? So those are things that I would say are very, very important. So guys, I appreciate your time, you know, and we're gonna call it a night. So it's been about 45, 50 minutes so far. I like to keep these short and to the point, but I do appreciate your time. I'm gonna leave you guys with this, okay? Whatever you're going through right now, it is not going to last. If you're going through a time in your life where you're sad, depressed, you have low energy, you're feeling judged by people, maybe this is like your last hope and you're like, this has to work. It's going to work. You have to have faith. There's faith and there's fear. Are you living out of faith or are you living out of fear? Fear comes from the devil. Fear comes a negative entity. Faith is what we need to be living in at all times. Faith is what we need to be living in. Every time you hear something negative, you need to rebuke it. Every time. Speak it. I rebuke that thought. Literally, it sounds super corny, whatever. It's not corny. I will yell it in the streets. I rebuke that thought. I rebuke the spirit of depression. I rebuke the spirit of anxiety. It is not welcome. It's not welcome. Breathe, right? Okay, love you guys. Signing out. ALYSHA 𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐿. I'll see you guys next time. God bless.